What is up, guys? Red Ranger 02 here, and I am here with kind of an oversight, not exactly Ranger review, but just kind of an oversight on my collection, starting from the oldest as term as series-wise, not the actual dates that I bought them. Starting from the oldest point in the series, starting with MMPR, and then moving forward in the timeline. And whenever I get to them, I will also be naming a possible repaint that I would like. Something either Bandai could easily do, or something I would like to do myself. Starting off with the oldest one, in terms of series, we have the White Tiger Zord. Now, I have him in his box right now. I did do a review on this guy, so go check that out. But the reason I have him back in his box, I don't know, I just didn't want anything to happen because this is a legacy item anyway. And it's just a very nice box. I'm keeping the legacy boxes. It's just very nice. Now, this coming from MMPR Season 2, whenever they had the Thunder Zords. So this is Tommy's Thunder Zord whenever he was the White Tiger Ranger. Now, a repaint I would like to see of this, and I know it's like a bit of a stretch, but in the beginning, Tommy did have his Green Ranger powers, and it kind of says that, I think, as part, it does not say that as part of the story, unfortunately, but I would like to see a Green Ranger repaint of this, so it's painted to look not like the Dragon Zord, but to look like the actual Green Ranger. I know it's a stretch, but that's now I would like to see, so Bandai, watching this, try and make it happen. I have a feeling they're going to come up with the black and gold version of this, because that's what they seem to do. But give us a Green Ranger repaint. That'd be pretty freaking cool. Next is the Shogun Megazord from MMPR Season 3. Now, I bought this secondhand, so he is unfortunately missing the sword and the helmet. Still want to find a helmet for this guy, but other than that, he is a very solid. All the ratchets are still there. He stays together very well, except for the chest piece, as you can see. So I might end up putting some modeler's glue in there or something to kind of hold it in place a little bit better. But other than that, it's a very solid figure. Now, a repaint I would love to see of this, and I'm probably going to do this on my own, specifically for one piece of this. If you're a Power Rangers fan, then you know what I'm talking about. Well, Power Rangers and Sentai fan, then you know what I'm talking about. This is based off of Kaku Ranger, which was one of the seasons of Super Sentai. They did not have a Pink Ranger, however, but they had a White Ranger. And, oops, my bad. A way to see that White Ranger from Kaku Ranger was by watching, what was it? Mighty Morphin Alien Ranger. The White Ranger in there was the White Ranger from Kaku Ranger. And this mech was also from Kaku Ranger. But there was no Pink Ranger. Yet we still got Pink Zord. Yet in the show, they clearly show the White Zord. Yes, they wanted to have a little bit of resemblance for Kimberly in the toy. But still, you could not have given us a White Ranger Zord. Now, I might go and paint that myself. But still, with the Legacy line coming out and everything, Bandai, fix that mistake. Give us the white arm, please. Now, I'll repaint I would like to actually see, and this is, again, a bit of a stretch, is in the, in Kaku Ranger, they did not actually get the Ninja Zords first, like how the Rangers did in the third season of MMPR. They actually got this mecha first. Now, what I would like to see, and there was a kind of more, I guess you could say, Earth look to him at the very beginning, because he was a forgotten temple or something. I'd like to see that, and if it's possible, almost a remold where you could do that temple thing, because you can sort of do it in a way. like if you were to like be able to move these things up a little bit more, you could almost do it. Almost. Now if we could get a remold or part of that as a legacy line where it had the temple form, that'd be cool. It doesn't have to be like, you could give us connectors. Oh, you could connect them onto like spaces, and that way they would connect. Now we already know that there's gonna probably be one of these coming out because we've seen the Legacy Ninja Megazord. Legacy Shogun Zord's definitely probably gonna be coming out because we have seen the clip system that is used there, and it's not just for the Ninja Megazord. They kept the clip system for the Shogun Megazord. So the Earth Repaint is why I wanted this, where it's kind of more like, instead of these colors, more of the dark Earth muted colors, and then the White Repaint. Bandai, please make this happen. I definitely need to get some repro labels on this guy because, like I said, I got this guy secondhand, so you can definitely see the sticker wear on this guy. And stop with the lightning bolts. Bandai! I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but I went swimming the other day with my brothers and sisters, so I am kind of burnt, just a little bit. Moving right along, we have, gotta be gentle with this guy, the DX Predazord. Well, not the DX Predazord, but the DX Gao Hunter. Now, this is from Power Rangers Wild Force. Yes, made a huge jump from Season 3 to Wild Force. Big old jump. But, a repaint, I would love to see of this guy. We saw him in the freaking Japanese series, and there is a Japanese version of him out there. But I don't want to pay a bunch of money. When they start doing the Wild Force Legacy stuff, Bandai, whenever you go to make the repaints for some of these guys, do not do a black and gold repaint of this. Do not do a full silver repaint of this either. Do the Blue Moon repaint. Give us the Blue Moon crocodile alligator. It's the Blue Moon hammerhead and the Blue Moon wolf. Well, the wolf doesn't change a whole lot. Give us those. That would be extremely cool. Now, a repaint that I would probably like to do of this, like myself personally, is get another one of these or a bulkier Zord, possibly like the Deer Zord or something, and modify it to look like a rhino. Now, if you know why, because although this is an alligator, people could say it's a crocodile. Rhino, wolf. If you guys have watched new Super Sentai series Zyuohger, you know that Zyuo the World, or the World, was just introduced. And his three animals: crocodile, rhino, wolf. Well, this is a hammerhead. They were close to almost giving us basically a second one of these guys. And what I would like to see is that maybe there is a hammerhead shark that later comes on as part of the cube animals, so you could almost have like a Gao Ranger tribute in Zyuohger. That'd be kind of cool. But yeah, that's a repaint and a kind of slight remold that I would like to do personally. Maybe even take this and take off the nub here and then make it like a rhino horn that can like move up into a couple different, like that can go into like different positions. Maybe use it as like a tonfa weapon, something like that. Yes, granted, crocodile would be here on the thing and rhino would be the main body, but work with what you got. I'm gonna actually take this out of his hand. And like I said, that guy I also got secondhand. I got off at eBay. But the eBay seller that sold it to me, very nice guy. I've worked with him in the past, and he's just got some really cool stuff. If I remember to, I'll put his eBay account in the description below. Plus, I don't know why, but I'd love to see this in orange. I don't know why. Moving on. If you guys didn't see the crescent on there, I kind of took that off because I ended up making a gash in it by mistake while I was doing some stop motion stuff with this guy. So I've been taking some stuff and like repairing that. So moving right along and moving right along to and no, I'm not gonna pull him out. So don't even ask. Is the Samurai Megazord. Now, if you guys know what I was talking about the freaking Clawzord. That was the most rage-induced video I've ever made. Was talking about that freaking Clawzord. So no, not pulling him out of there. A thing basically will ruin my life. Up in my voice. I blame it on the sunburn. It doesn't make logical sense, but don't question it. But anyway, now, this guy is a one that I would not exactly want a repaint of, but a remold. Now, we did get the Japanese import of this guy. One thing that ticked me off about the Samurai Megazord, and I think it made a lot of people mad, was the emblem modes. You cannot recreate the emblem modes in here, except for one. That's pretty much due to transformation. Seriously. What the heck? You could have easily given us the emblem mode for the ape. Just disconnect this portion, unpeg it basically, twisted it, pegged it back into place, and closed it up. And we could have had the frickin' emblem mode for not just one, but two guys. Megazord! There is enough space in this gap, or even if you wanted to, make a panel that flips up here and have its head fold completely back. And then just slide. That is it. That is it. And you could have even done that with the dragon. Keep the simplified form of the dragon, but give us a panel to flip up, put the dragon head down, then chunk, and slide into place. I'm doing your work for you right now, Bandai. I'm sorry. Now, Lion, I will admit, has been a slight bit more difficult. Actually, no, it wouldn't have even been. Put these bits on little hinges. Hinge, hinge, move down. Lion head, you could leave that there. People could possibly move past that if you would have given us the emblem forms. Yes, you gave us the Japanese import. That would cost more than 34 bucks. Heck, even have a spring-loaded gimmick. You guys are known for that. You have a bit of a spring-loaded gimmick. Not gimmick, but a little spring little thing to hold the helmet in place. Freaking have us push the lion head in, and then have like a little button, pops the lion head out. Again, I'm doing your work for you, Bandai. And then sure, you can leave those there. These little pegs were actually present on the original Japanese version. And then it's just like, okay, this is like, okay, fold that up, fold these down, pull that back, press the button, fold out the legs. Simple! If you would just stop and think about it. Again, doing your work for you, Bandai. Now, I'm not saying that I could possibly make it, but I can definitely see how you could have. Now, a repaint that I would like to see of this, and it's a bit of a stretch, follow me here. Though it was a ninja-based series, they did kind of have a shogun motif, but they showed not ninja but a samurai. They did show the shogun motif in here. Now, there is another Megazord that has a shogun motif, and it is essentially the whole motif. Make a repaint of this, but with the same colors as the Shogun Megazord, and you could keep the pink on this one. That'd be actually something I'd really like. In fact, I might buy another one of these because they have a sale thing going on. Do that myself. But if that was an official repaint, Bandai, that would probably sell, and pretty freaking good. Heck, even repainting the helmet. It looked like the helmet for this guy. Moving right along, going, and like I said, I'm pulling them out of the closet. Thing ticks me off. Look, go say great Megazord. Now, yes, before anyone makes the comment, I know the wings are supposed to actually be up here. Now, the reason I have them back here is because of the angel motif of Ghost Sager. They were essentially angels. So, it didn't make sense to me why the wings were up here. It kind of makes it look a little goofy like that. If you were to move the wings to the back, and heck, fold them down, one, that removes a little bit of the weird kibble on the top, gives them nice wings on the back, and heck, even kind of has an angel-esque look about him now. Now, a repaint I would love of this, we sort of got it, was Gosei Wonder. However, you had to buy the bike figures for the actual other head attachments. Now, one thing I would like of this is there was a character that showed up just for a brief bit in a movie. I'd like to see a repaint of it for that reason. Release this guy again. Then, instead of the shark, give us a dolphin. Because there was a because he's the only water tribe member in the series. In Ghost Sager, he's the only water guy. To land, to air. Only water guy. However, in the Japanese, and however in one of the movies, it was revealed that he was not the only one at one point. So give us the dolphin, maybe as like an extra auxiliary sword. But the main repaint I would like to see of this is like a freaking Archangel repaint. And what I mean is basically kind of take the color scheme, the Megazord Blue Moon, and apply it to this guy. And it just kind of came to me after I ended up going back and I watched some of the X-Men stuff. How the character Angel, he ended up turning into Archangel for a while. That's something I would like to see, and that should have been a form in there. Like whenever they go into their Ultra modes, it shouldn't have been that weird Zord. Yes, that was a thing that was present, and it was supposed to be Master Header and Ghost Sager. But still, there was potential for like a really like cool repaint or upgrade for it. And heck, even do like little slight remodelings on them. That'd be something I'd look forward to. In fact, I might try and repaint it, but I don't want to just ruin it because this is the only one I have. The repaints I would buy others. And moving right along, going to Super Mega Force. Now, Super Mega Force was a really nice pirate theme, almost like a space pirate theme. It was really cool, and I honestly really did like it. Now, one thing I would say that I would also like is I came up with this thing for Kamen Rider, a thing called Harmony Form, which kind of contribute the SIC look into everything, and then adding a whole new form whenever they reach full harmony with their actual rider powers, where they unlock the full and utter potential of them, and they basically have the powers of all of the rider powers that they have. For this guy, a harmony form for him, repaints for the different Megazords over the years. You could paint this pink, like a pinkish red, keep this main section red, yellow, blue, black, black. Mighty Morphin. Heck, and I once again go back to this. Keep the actual same mold of this guy, but give us the harmony repaints, where sure they have like the auxiliary Zords that they can gain, but what if they had full-on harmony with another series, like they gained the full and utter potential of that series? It essentially just binds itself to them, not through another Zord that just gives them a slight bit of an upgrade, but he gains the powers of that series. Now yes, there were the Megazord keys that allowed them to turn into that, but still, those kind of repaints, those would probably do really well. Probably, I don't know. Moving right along, the Q-Rex Megazord. Obvious repaint. Color scheme of the Q-Rex. And I'm not talking about this Q-Rex. I'm talking about the original Q-Rex from Power Rangers Time Force. The Quantosaurus Rex. Give us a repaint where he has that kind of color scheme. And heck, if you wanted to, give us another arm. And we could almost kind of do... Okay, never mind. That connection peg doesn't come out just quite enough. That'd be kind of cool, just a Q-Rex repaint of it. Or, if you wanted to, 3 easy repaints of this for each mode. Space Shuttle looking one. Do Time Force. Dinosaur mode, Green Ranger repaint. This mode, White Dino Thunder Ranger repaint. In the same color scheme. You got the potential, just make it happen. Or even do a full-on Dino Charge recolor of this. Like, put these around, plug up those, plug up the screw holes, and then you have paint this blue, this red, all this red, paint this section that kind of yellow. Possible repaint. Once again, moving right along. These next ones are kind of weirder repaints. Now, sure, we have the kind of black and gold repaint that came out because the black and gold guy, and then the black and gold versions of these coming out with the green version of this guy. Now, a thing that I would like to see of this, and it's mainly because of my obsession with Jurassic Park and everything that I have, a more natural looking Dino Charge Megazord. Yes, that sounds weird, but what I mean by that is rather than the bright colors, give them like scales. Give them like the green and browns that we see in like movies like Jurassic Park. Give us those kind of colors. And make it like look like a kind of like realistic, like kind of almost clownish looking dinosaurs. Not like colorful, but like robotic, realistic looking dinos combining together for a freaking awesome mech. That'd be something I'd like to see. Moving right along. And same thing with the Velociraptor and the Parasaurolophus. Speaking of which, I do have those attached to the next guy, which, if you guys know, is the Terra Charge Megazord. Now, I have these guys attached to him. Now, a repaint that I would like to see if this guy, excuse me, I don't know why that happened. I haven't eaten anything today. Is, of course, the natural looking repaint of him. But then, this is a repaint that I would like to see if, because they have the red Terror Charge repaint that's coming out, and that made me think. The Kamen Rider repaint. Now I know that's a little weird, but kind of end up doing a repaint and putting a little bit of a possible story on there, on the box, saying like this is what would happen in the series. People like it enough, then you could potentially have the Power Rider idea brought back, which is basically Saban's version of Kamen Rider that they thought bring it over for a while, and make it a more teenage series. Saban. If you have to, release it on Netflix for the teens to see. That'd honestly be really cool. Like, you see how some Netflix series are very successful. Like, Fuller House is doing really well. All of the other different Netflix series that are out. Seven Deadly Sins, the anime that's on there, that's a Netflix exclusive anime. Make that Power Rider thing a kind of Netflix exclusive thing. And honestly, you could have a really good repaint for this guy, which my idea for it... Oh, get down. Sorry guys, my cat's driving me nuts. Oh no! Come here. Sorry. Got distracted by the cat. A repaint for this guy. A Kamen Rider Wizard repaint. And the reason I say that is because his thing's a dragon. This is kind of one of the closer dragon mechs that we've gotten besides Mystic Force recently. You paint him to look like Kamen Rider Wizard. And heck, if you wanted to, make it that way you can end up doing Kamen Rider Wizard Flame Dragon. So basically do Flame Style for this and then do Flame Dragon. And you could do the Terror Head as like his special thing, because that's what Flame Dragon would. He would have the Dragon Head. That'd be cool. I want to see that bad. Speaking of which, moving right along, and this is one I'm seriously going to try and pursue. It is for the final Dino chart. It's for the final mech that I have, but I will be trying to get more. That is a Plizio Charge Megazord. Repaint I want to see of this, and this is one that I'm going to seriously pursue. Kamen Rider Forza repaint. This is the space motif. Hear me out, because I can see some serious potential for this right now. So, say it was just like this. Say default mode was like this, and have this just kind of flying around, just waiting for whenever it needed to be used. This would be the default mode. Take this guy and end up making the modules possible. So, starting off with the rocket module. Obvious thing, take that off, attach this, repainted orange, rocket module. Next one, launcher. Where you would think that'd be a bit difficult, remove the foot, and this is articulated so you can get a knee swivel. Plug the foot on with that one hole, open the side up a little bit, lift the connector for the 1 Megazord mode, and you have the launcher module. Very potential candidate. Whew. Sorry if you guys can hear my AC, but it's hot. Middle of summer in Ohio, it gets hot. Now for the drill module, and this is a little bit weirder, turn it partially, so it's like this, and take it and use that connection that you would normally use for the shuttle, and it becomes like a drill module. And then you can combine them and do a limit break. And then radar module, keep the little gimmick that's on here, where that little piece springs out. And heck, even have this open, and then put like a little thing around it, and it could definitely be like a little satellite thing. Beep, beep, beep. Beep, beep, beep. And that's what I'm being serious about definitely pursuing. Yes, it would mean buying like 2 more of these guys, because you know I want to keep the original. But still, that's some serious cool idea for this kind of guy. I like to see that. Now, what was that saying about the Terra Charge? Terra Charge is actually going to be easier. Just buy another Terra Charge Megazord. Just 1 more. Not 2 like this guy. Buy 1 more, then take the flat chest piece thing that they give you for the Terra Charge Megazord and just paint it different for the all dragon form. Actually, you would have to buy 2 because of the different color schemes. Before it's like black and red, and then it turns red and black. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys liked this video and you liked any other ideas, like, comment, and if there's first video, why not subscribe? And one thing I want to ask you guys in the comments, write down some possible repaints that you think could have potential. Common Rider, your own personal repaints. Just list your ideas in the comments down below. I'll see all you guys in the next video. Power